Hey, I really appreciate that. You've been such a big help, which is... I hate to ask for another favor, but would you be willing to show me the calf crusher?
I don't know, man. That's kind of my thing, you know? Can't be giving out all my secrets just in case we have to face each other again someday.
Look, I need help if I'm gonna beat Cena in this submission match. I mean, I'll get down on my knees and beg if I have to.
Oh my... Stand up. I'll show it to you.
Awesome. I owe you one.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll settle up at some point.
I'm sorry for how you've been treated. Yeah, tell me.
Coming up shortly is what should be an incredible encounter. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date against Chad Gable.
Let's do it.
Get ready to feel the buzz. It's Buzz.
The following contest is a submission match. Making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 410 pounds, Shay.
Did you guys see the WWE 24 episode about Buzz? I highly recommend it.
Yeah, you also highly recommend a sushi joint when we're in Topeka. I think I'm gonna pass.
Chad Gable, big opportunity here tonight.
And his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
Former Olympian, former NXT Tag Team Champion, SmackDown Live Tag Team Champion, one of the most self-assured superstars you will see in the WWE.
And remember, submissions only as we get underway here.
I assure you, making one of these competitors quit will be easier said than done.
What a strike.
Oh, nasty impact.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important as submission match to be able to reverse the submission move from an opponent as it is to apply a submission maneuver to an opponent. If a superstar can't reverse an opponent's submission, then they're certainly going to be in trouble.
Some superstars have more than one submission at their disposal, and it becomes a pick-your-poison scenario for their opponent. It also depends on the match. Some submission matches are based on winning via a submission move, and others involve a competitor having to use the specific submission they've chosen. The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her Women's Championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match was that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside. If Flair appeared, Charlotte would lose the match and her women's crown.
Corey, you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved by making your opponent tap out to any submission maneuver. I think we all know why the Nature Boy was banned from ringside.
When Natalya had Charlotte locked in the sharpshooter, it seemed that the Queen of Hearts was going to be crowned the new champion. Of course, that was until Dana Brooke distracted Natty, giving Charlotte the opening to lock on the figure eight and force Natalya to submit. It wouldn't be a Flair match without a little bit of controversy, would it?
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
I don't think Chad Gable is looking so good right now.
Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in the ring with.
Yeah, but if you count him out now, guys, you'd be making a very big mistake. Man, mark my words.
He's not looking good here. He'll need to find a way to turn things around here. Look at Chad Gable making his move.
He's definitely starting to lose it here.
He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Impact. Oh, what impact.
Chad Gable is being outworked here tonight. Where do you think he should go from here? He's always up for a challenge, and tonight is no different.
Here we go.
Chad Gable is in position.
He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
He's looking incredibly fatigued right now. He might just have nothing left to give, guys.
I think he's in shock right.
Definitely an electric feeling to this venue tonight.
Man, this card is just packed with so many great matches, and this one is definitely among the most anticipated, I'd say.
Chad Gable has superior resilience. Just when you think the Olympian is down for good, Gable finds a second win.
Gable prides himself on his endurance and versatility as a competitor, Sax.
Going for the big one. Oh, battering ram headbutt. Harsh impact.
Nailed it. Boom! Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good. I guess not.
Big slam. Set him up.
Russian leg sweep.
Oh, look at this. Backbreaker. Followed up with a vicious attack.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Well, that'll break you in half.
Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using the submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean they can't win, but they need to perfect applying a submission move quickly. Come on, Corey, try and keep up. When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a weapon.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as the special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open, and in the ringside area, it looked like a tornado went through. Once locked in the sharpshooter, Austin refused to give up. Stone Cold passed out due to the excruciating pain, which was considered a submission, giving the Hitman the victory. If it's not the greatest match of all time, it's certainly in the discussion.
When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match, with the two...
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's gonna do it!
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret. Man, what a slam!
He's in the driver's seat now. That should do it, Cole. There's no coming back from a slam of that magnitude.
Nobody controls the pace of a match. Oh, just showing off.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
What a punch! Vicious strike.
Oh, nasty impact.
Suplex! Oh, what incredible power! Wow, what a vertical suplex!
Stiff headbutt.
Oh, no. We know what this is. Oh, what a right!
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
He's looking a little off balance. This very well may be too much for him to handle.
This match is trending in a bad direction for him right now, guys. He's going to want to make some changes if he wants to stay in it.
Sure, he'd rather not be on the receiving end here, but let's not lose focus on the fact that he's in far better shape than his opponent right now.
Oh, man! Ouch!
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys. No, he reverses it.
He wants no part of the outside. He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
Showing some quickness there. Avoids trouble there.
Ooh, brutal body shot.
How are these superstars even still going, guys? I mean, they have to be on fumes right now.
Oh, what impact. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Suplex.
Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight.
Uh-oh, what is Chad Gable going to do here?
Look out!
Counter here.
Oh boy, he is rolling. And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick.
Gable's looking to finish this.
Is he done? This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one.
Chad Gable has superior resilience. Just when you think the Olympian is down for good, Gable finds a second win.
Gable prides himself on his endurance and versatility as a competitor, Saxton, and he does whatever it takes to finish the job.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
What a strike. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there.
Stiff headbutt.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. Oh, what impact.
Chad Gable not looking himself right now.
He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment tonight. You don't step in the ring with this guy and walk away completely unscathed.
One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
Oh, mat slam.
With some attitude.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important in a submission match to be able to reverse the submission move from an opponent as it is to apply a submission maneuver to an opponent. If a superstar can't reverse an opponent's submission, then they're certainly going to be in trouble.
Some superstars have more than one submission at their disposal and it becomes a pick-your-poison scenario for their opponent. It also depends on the match. Some submission matches are based on winning via a submission move, and others involve a competitor having to use the specific submission they've chosen.
Gable was a Minnesota State high school wrestling champion. From there, Chad competed in NCAA competition as a member of Northern Michigan University, and then followed his dream to the 2012 Olympic Summer Games. Chad spent almost his entire life competing in some form of wrestling.
Oh, my God, a clothesline.
Gutbuster.
I need to point out that Chad Gable is from Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is widely known as a breeding ground for incredible athletes, especially amateur wrestlers and sports entertainment superstars.
Any way you look at it, Chad Gable's one of the most technically gifted.
DDT.
This just might be enough for him to take the victory here. Can Gable pull through?
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Oh, what a chancery. You guys take requests. We're tuning up the band.
And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick. Beautiful technique. Jaw-shattering boot.
And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick.
He's starting to stumble here. He's going to want to make sure this doesn't snowball out of control.
Well, at this point, I don't suspect he'll be putting this submission match on his highlight reel.
This is exactly the opening his opponent was looking for. It wasn't easy to find, but hey, he found it. Finally.
Another great SmackDown. Thank you for choosing to join us tonight. When this guy's on, look out.
Since common sense doesn't appear to be so common, I'll share this for opponents of Chad Gable. Don't even dream of trying to beat him on the mat. Gable will know what you're doing before you can even think about it.
I just can't get over the physicality of this match. It has been absolutely brutal.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Well, Corey, though I wouldn't put it the way you did, I have to agree with you that it would be foolish of anyone to try and get the best of Chad Gable with any sort of ground attack. It's just not going to happen.
The last thing I'd do in a match against Chad Gable is trying to gain an offensive strategy by attacking him on the mat. That's a price you don't want to pay. Gable knows more holds and counter holds.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. DDT.
Here's his moment, Michael. A trip to the local medical facility might be in order after that.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
All the way crashing down.
Do you guys take requests? We're tuning up the band.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
Torture your opponent's neck. I like it.
Here he goes.
Nailed it. Not today. Oh. What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
Oh, he's gonna do it. This just ain't gonna do it.
The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her women's championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match is that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside. If Flair appeared, Charlotte would lose the match and her women's crown. Roundhouse kick.
Corey, you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory. What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ring rattling.
That might be all she wrote for Chad Gable.
Let me tell you, the human body was not meant to be slammed like that.
Sweet chin music.
Great move by him right there.
Yeah, let's see that one again.
We know what's coming here.
There's no way he's giving up now.
And what a reversal from Chad Gable.
Into the buckle. Rolls. Oh, what a German suplex. Warm up the bus. This one is over. And Chad.
Look at Chad Gable making his move.
He's definitely starting to lose it here.
Both superstars come into this matchup with a lot to prove.
I assure you, making one of these competitors quit will be easier said than done.
Chad Gable has superior resilience. Just when you think the Olympian is down for good, Gable finds a second win.
Gable prides himself on his endurance and versatility as a competitor, Saxton, and he does whatever it takes to finish the job.
Harsh impact.
Chad Gable not looking so good.
He may have to start reevaluating his game plan.
I wouldn't call for the medics just yet, Cole. He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
Well, this certainly escalated in a hurry. I don't think any of us expected to see him fall behind so quickly.
He wants no part of the outside. Bringing it back into the ring.
Oh, watch out!
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result of the overall punishment they've received in the match.
That's an important distinction, Michael, especially since a superstar can win an I Quit match by using a submission maneuver. For superstars who aren't proficient in submission moves, they enter this type of match at a disadvantage. It doesn't mean they can't win, but they need to perfect applying a submission move quickly. Come on, Corey, try and keep up. If you make one mistake against Chad Gable, he'll capitalize on it in the blink of an eye. And that will probably include a few alpha plexes for good measure.
He's too quick for him there. He's looking at it. Gable represents a new era in the competition that's taking over WWE. Power bomb!
Nobody does it quite like him. Incoming! And the slam. And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick. Gable's looking to finish this.
Not today.
There he goes, crashing to the floor.
And the instinct from Gable on display.
So quick. Here's Chad Gable in position now.
He'd be smart to stay put there.
Back in the ring now. Oh, guys, there's the... Oh, what a slam! That hurt! Chad Gable doing a great job of turning that around. Oh, what a drop kick. On the mark. Chad Gable is in a world of hurt, people. There's a good chance he can't recover from this.
He looks completely drained right now, guys, and I'm willing to bet he doesn't have enough strength to even execute a submission move.
No, there's the reversal. Back in from the floor. These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
Here he goes.
Oh! That might be all she wrote for Chad Gable. When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about...
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Not sure if he can sustain this, but it's sure fun to watch right now.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory. Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as a special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open, and in the ringside area, it looked like a tornado went through. Once locked in the sharpshooter, Austin refused to give up. Stone Cold passed out due to the excruciating pain, which was considered a submission, giving the Hitman the victory. If it's not the greatest...
Incredible impact.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
He might have it. Ooh, what impact.
That might be all she wrote for Chad Gable.
I think we know what this is. Is he done? Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
Ooh. He's looking at it.
He's definitely starting to lose it here. One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
We've seen this before. Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's in. Oh, and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael.
Looks like he's starting to tire. And at this point, how much more does he have to give?
At this point, it looks like even the winner of this match will walk out of here beaten and battered.
You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that. You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Well, slammed with authority.
That might be all she wrote for Chad Gable. I think this is the beginning of the end. Boom! That might be all she wrote for Chad Gable.
Here he goes.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's gonna do it.
Is he done? The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's gonna do it.
Whoa, he lets him out.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights. If I hear one more person tell me about how brave...
He's looking at it. Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
Things are not looking very good right now. Gonna have to find a way to regroup. Here he goes.
Is he done?
No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Just a step quicker, it looks like. There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue on toward victory. Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
Oh!
Showing off some of his speed there.
Oh, what a boot.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Boom, what impact.
Here's his moment, Michael.
He might have it. Is he done? Oh, and he releases the hold.
Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole.
This capacity crowd starting to sense the end is near, and I don't disagree.
Things are looking dire for Buzz.
Oh my.
All but over. He's definitely in trouble, Cole. He might want to rethink his strategy and keep this match in the ring.
This one could go either way, guys. It might just come down to which superstar is the next to make a mistake.
Chaos, melee, pandemonium. He releases it.
And you can debate whether or not that would have been the end. Interesting decision there.
Oh, and it's a reversal.
Back now inside the ring.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
He's looking at it. Climbing the table.
Look out, guys.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Got him hooked.
Oh, what a DDT.
Wow.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon.
Harsh impact.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
Looking for the exclamation point.
This just ain't gonna do it.
Whoa, he lets him out.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to
find out.
He's gonna do it.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at work or school, that's for sure.
Oh, nasty impact.
What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
He's gonna do it.
Is he done? Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
Oh, and he dodges out of the way.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
He's gonna do it. Powerbomb.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
Oh, I love a brash superstar.
That's how you put an exclamation.
He might have it. He releases it.
And you can debate whether or not that would have been the end. Interesting decision there.
What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
He's gonna do it. This might not have been a wise move for him here, Michael.
Oh, and he releases the hold.
Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole.
These superstars have tried everything. They have something left in their arsenal. What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
He's gonna do it. He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown.
Beautiful technique.
Hammerlock applied. Oh, no, no. Uh-oh.
That's going to break an arm.
Oh, man.
Gosh, why?
Nailed it. He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
Into the buckle. Roll through. Wow. German suplex. Incredible.
Chad Gable is in position. This might not have been a wise move for him here, Michael.
Oh, and he finds a way to escape.
Wow. Cole, I think this entire arena had written him off, myself included.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. Drop kick.
Great athleticism. Back in from the floor. Reverses that one. Boom!
You guys take requests. We're tuning up the band.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. This might be it. Oh, my. This one's over, guys. Look at Chad Gable making his move.
Is he done?
And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
Somebody's ego is going to be severely bruised after this submission match, guys. Nobody ever likes to utter the words, I quit.
Chad Gable has superior resilience. Just when you think the Olympian is down for... Good. Gable finds a second win.
Gable prides himself on his endurance and versatility as a competitor, Saxton, and he does whatever it takes to finish the job.
Drop kick. Beautiful.
The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her women's championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match is that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside. If Flair appeared, Charlotte would lose the match and her women's crown.
Corey, you spoke of the submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved by making your opponent tap out to any submission maneuver. I think we all know why the Nature Boy was banned from ringside.
When Natalya had Charlotte locked in the sharpshooter, it seemed that the Queen of Hearts was going to be crowned the new champion. Of course, that was until Dana Brooke distracted Natty, giving Charlotte the opening to lock on the figure eight and force Natalya to submit. It wouldn't be a Flair match without a little bit of controversy, would it?
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it!
Is he done?
No, he lets him out.
Yeah, I think he knew he wasn't going to get the submission there.
Stiff headbutt.
And now Chad Gable finds himself in a tough spot.
You can bet this is not how he drew this one up.
If he keeps absorbing much more punishment, he may have no other choice but to give up here.
Well, he's certainly looking a little worse for wear, but that doesn't mean you should count him out just yet. I'm sure there's plenty of fight still left in him.
He wants no part of the outside. He's taking some offense. We all know, though, this guy has plenty of fight left in him.
And knowing him the way I do, I'm willing to bet he thought he was going to get through this match unscathed. But that obviously is not the case here.
Absolutely spiked.
DDT. You have to...
Here we go.
This might not have been a wise move for him here, Michael.
Looks like he has other plans here.
I think he was just looking to soften him up a little here.
You guys take requests. We're tuning up the band.
Sweet chin music. Here's his moment, Michael.
This could end it in a hurry. Is he done? No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Going for it all here. He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
Whoa, he lets him out.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights.
He's looking at it. Is he done? Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
What a driver. He might have it. A second time.
Oh, what incredible power.
Wow, what a vertical suplex. Big move coming. Wait for it. Is he done?
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze, Natalya, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and the boss, Sasha Banks.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match... What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it. He's definitely starting to lose it here.
Oh, and he releases the hold.
Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole.
The elbow.
He's making a statement here with this attack. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it. This might not have been a wise move for him here, Michael. Yes! Unreal performance.
Let's take another look at these guys in action.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well.
A big singles victory here tonight. We got one-on-one action coming your way next versus a formidable opponent.
This is going to be good.
Making his way to the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena.
I say it all the time, and I mean it. The greatest of all time, John Cena, 16-time world champion.
There is always a special buzz in the air when John Cena enters the arena.
I believe the most polarizing superstar in WWE history. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. A mantra he lives by. The crowd is buzzing with excitement. Buzz is here.
And his opponent, accompanied by the phenomenal AJ Styles, from San Diego, California, weighing in at 410 pounds, Shay.
Every superstar has a goal in WWE, and Buzz told me he's aiming high with his. He wants to have a career that one day is recognized with a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame.
It's way too premature to start that discussion, but his career is definitely trending in the right direction for that to at least be possible.
This is an amazing opportunity for Buzz. Just look at what a victory over Cena did for Kevin Owens when he first arrived in WWE. He went on to become Universal Champion.
I agree. If Buzz is able to defeat Cena tonight, it could catapult him to a whole other level.
None of that matters because I heard Buzz was begging people backstage to teach him submission holds. That sounds more like a man who's going to catapult right into a brick wall.
Giving a different look here.
I'm not sure going for the audible was a good idea, Michael.
Just tossed. You should get airline miles for that.
Oh, gutbuster!
Evisceration.
John Cena is starting to take some deep breaths in there. But he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just go.
Now Buzz has Cena and the calf crusher.
Cena counters it into the STF.
What is Triple H doing?
Oh, boy, we've seen this before.
Yeah, this has Montreal screw job written all over it. He's going to call for the bell.
AJ Styles stopped Triple H from costing Buzz the match. Ooh, oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Turn out the lights.
Clothesline.
Oh, that'll leave a mark. Incredible drop.
And now it's John Cena getting pushed to the limit. You have to wonder if he could recover from this, guys.
I'd never count this guy out, but I'll tell you what, he's not looking so hot right now. He's really going to need to find a way to get back in this thing.
This match certainly isn't trending in the right direction for him. He's going to need a change in momentum and fast.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
And look at the quickness by Cena.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now. Now Buzz has Cena and the calf crusher.
A move he obviously learned from AJ Styles.
He did it. Buzz has made John Cena give up to the calf crusher.
I never thought I'd see that happen. Unbelievable.
For everyone who thought Buzz didn't belong in this spot, he proved tonight. Kurt Angle, now he's seen it all tonight.
Despite Triple H's best efforts to impede your progress, you have accomplished amazing things on SmackDown. I've been so impressed that I think the Raw audience also deserves to see what all the buzz is about. So that's why I've negotiated with Daniel Bryan, and we were able to agree on a special one-time trade, sending you to Raw immediately.
Well, I can't believe it, but the Raw GM has spoken. Buzz is headed for Monday night.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
I wish I could say good riddance, but we'll be right there with him.
There he is, Raw's newest superstar. I was impressed with what you were able to accomplish on SmackDown in such a short amount of time. Kind of reminds me of, well, me.
Well, thanks, Kurt. I hope there are no hard feelings that I didn't initially sign with you.
None whatsoever. We're just lucky to have you here on Raw now. So what's your plan tonight? Going to sit back and get a feel for things?
I didn't get here by sitting back and waiting for something to happen.
No, I guess not.
You'll be seeing me out there sooner than you think, and in a very big way.
We are gathered here tonight for a very special occasion. To celebrate a milestone that only the most successful television programs reach. That's right. This is the 100th episode of Miz TV. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. Show some respect for the moment in history you are witnessing. Do you know the kind of blood, sweat, and tears that go into making a production like this week in and week out? No, you don't. Because you've never made one episode of anything, let alone 100. Now, in honor of this achievement, I put together a special documentary recapping the series' greatest moments that I'd like all of you to watch for the next 10 minutes. Please, turn off your cellular devices and enjoy the show.
Apparently, this is what Buzz meant when he talked about making a big debut on Raw.
This is unbelievably disrespectful to the Intercontinental Champion. But from what we've seen in the past from Buzz, I'm really not surprised.
Hey, maybe he wants to congratulate The Miz on making it to 100 episodes.
I doubt it.
What the hell do you think you're doing interrupting my 100th episode celebration? Answer me, damn it!
There's your answer.
And now the Miz Taraj quickly join in on the fight.
It's 3-on-1.
Skull-crushing finale.
Buzz's big debut on Raw certainly didn't go as planned.
Ladies
Welcome
and
to
gentlemen,
another edition of TV's
Elias.
longest-running weekly episodic television program, Monday Night Raw.
Hello, I am Elias. I've got one question for everyone here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias? Now, last week we had a newcomer arrive on the scene and challenge The Miz. He quickly learned that in WWE, if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. And when I say WWE, I am referring to the WWE that stands for Walk with Elias. We got a new guy here named Buzz, who got beat down by The Miz. If you ask me, it's only a matter of time before he's out of the biz. He drives around in an old crappy van like a homeless man. He reminds Elias a lot of all you dirt poor fans.
I never thought I'd be happy to see Buzz, but if it's to interrupt Elias's music, I would welcome an earthquake.
Seems like Buzz isn't a fan either.
Okay, I think I speak for everyone here when I say we've heard just about enough. Well, other than that atrocity of a song, I don't have a problem with you. Yet. But I do have a problem with The Miz after what he and his so-called Miz-tourage did to me last week. So, Miz, I'm calling you out right now.
Buzz must really want to get beat up 2 weeks in a row.
First off, Elias, I want to apologize for your beautiful acoustic set being interrupted by this simpleton who obviously doesn't appreciate art or culture. He did it to me last week, too. Second of all, Buzz, I don't care what you do or say. You're not getting a shot at my Intercontinental title. But since it seems like you're dying for a fight, I have another idea. How about you face the Miz-tourage in a handicap match tonight?
You know what? Sounds good. In fact, why not add Elias to their team too? Then I can beat all three of them and show the WWE Universe what a fighting champion is supposed to look like.
You are dumber than you look.
I second that.
The next match will be a display of fighting against all odds. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date versus a formidable opposition, to say the least. This man always makes an impact. It's Buzz. Look who's hit. There you go. Here we go as we kick things off in this handicap match.
Guys, unless there's some sort of minor miracle that takes place here, we're about to witness a complete massacre.
Vertical suplex. Nice.
Crowded leg.
Scoop slam.
A lot can go wrong in a match like this, guys. In fact, I'll be surprised if we don't see a major injury occur here tonight.
Impactful slam. You guys see that distance?
Corey's point, handicap matches are an incredibly dangerous atmosphere, and being outmanned in any way, whether it's by 1, 2, or even more competitors, can result in serious injury.
Or in the case of Braun Strowman, you can be outmanned and still somehow be the one delivering the injuries. I mean, he is absolutely unbelievable.
Brought in the hard way. Harsh impact. Oh, what impact. Inverted DDT.
We've seen some pretty lopsided handicap matches over the years, and one that stands out in my mind, well, it might just be the 2010 encounter that saw John Cena take on 6 members of the Nexus.
Oh, right to the body. That hurt.
That 6-on-1 match Byron brought up earlier actually could have even been more lopsided. If you remember, it was originally supposed to be 7-on-1, but John Cena was able to take Darren Young out of the equation when he injured him the week prior.
Well, you know what? He should have kept taking Nexus members out, because even without Darren Young, the Nexus was able to accomplish their goal that night, defeat John Cena.
And he's heading back in.
Suplex. Oh, nasty impact.
There are certain superstars who are synonymous with handicap.
What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it! I'm not sure how much he has left.
Here he goes.
I couldn't agree with you more about what you were saying.
Slam down hard. Incredible.
That'll knock you silly, that's for sure.
A quick reversal by Curtis Axel.
Ooh, what impact.
I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win.
Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. He also made quite a name for himself, competing in battle royals, as you would suspect. Seeing as he's well over 500 pounds.
I think my favorite Andre the Giant Battle Royal moment came at WrestleMania 2 when he last eliminated both members of the Hart Foundation to walk away with the win. There was no getting him over that top rope that night, fellas.
Looks like he's starting to sweat now. But we all know that he isn't afraid of a good fight, which is what we're seeing here.
He obviously came into this match intent on taking the fight to the outside as much as he could, though I'm not sure that's the right approach.
The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense up to this point, but that can obviously all change here.
Tag is made.
What's going to happen here?
It'll destroy your face.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
He's looking a little wobbly here, guys.
Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him. Oh boy, he is rolling.
I remember that Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal in the Legion of Doom were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe.
Or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
Just a step quicker, it looks like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A thunderous slam.
But he's got to capitalize now. Uh-oh, this might be the end of Elias.
Maybe not.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it.
What a slam.
Impactful. Will jar your spine. And the odds just swung in Buzz's favor.
Looks like the second time.
This thing is getting more chaotic by the moment.
Uh-oh. The Miz gives Elias his guitar.
Buzz gains control of it.
And he nails him with the guitar.
That'll do it.
Here's the cover. Does he have him here? There's one. Two. There's two. Three. He got him.
What an incredible victory.
Buzz somehow overcomes the odds.
Somehow, he cheated.
Buzz is here on Raw to continue his quest for the Miz's Intercontinental Championship.
Don't think I haven't noticed the impact you've made on Raw already. In fact, if you can beat Bo Dallas tonight, I don't care what Miz says. You've earned a shot at his Intercontinental title. And speaking of, wait.
Keep an eye out for a receipt coming your way. For the broken guitar, if you get my drift.
And they're ready to go in the backstage area.
And guys, nobody walks away from a backstage brawl better than when they went in. That's including the winner.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
Shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
nuts.
And it's Elias floundering some.
I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives. You never want to count a competitor out, but things don't seem to be going in his favor here tonight.
Scoop slam! Shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat. Wow, I thought he was a goner. Where are they going now? Oh, boy, he is rolling. Breaking the rules. There we go.
That could be it, guys.
Nailed it.
Head scissors on. Set him up. Got the head scissors on. You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, and it's trapped now and just a...
He's struggling a bit here. I'd say he's starting to feel the pressure a bit.
I don't think he was properly prepared for the dangers of a backstage brawl, guys. He's in a really bad way right now.
This is one of the more evenly matched contests we've seen in quite some time. From the looks of things, it could really go either way.
Shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's gonna do it!
Oh, what a slam.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
I really hope you win tonight and get your title match with The Miz. I'm so sick of him and Maurice running their mouths. You'll be the first active superstar to be inducted into... I really hope you win. You'll be the first...
Even Florida's not a...
excitement. Buzz is here.
Making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 410 pounds, Shay.
Is it me, or is this guy's 15 minutes of fame expired?
I think it's just you, because just like a good mattress, Buzz's success seemingly has no expiration date.
Is that why our chairs have bed bugs, Saxton?
And his opponent, accompanied by The Miz, from Brooksville, Florida, weighing in at 234 pounds, Bo Dallas.
To reiterate what's at stake here, if Buzz can defeat Bo Dallas, he'll earn a shot at Miz's Intercontinental Championship.
And keep in mind, per Kurt Angle's decision, if The Miz interferes on Bo's behalf, Buzz will still get his title shot.
Why doesn't Angle just hand Buzz the Intercontinental title? I mean, he's giving him every possible advantage.
I believe the goal is to make sure it's a fair match without involvement from The Miz.
Well, after this match, you and Buzz might be Bo leaving otherwise.
Here we go, back inside the ring.
To reiterate what's at stake here, if Buzz can defeat Bo Dallas, he'll earn a shot at Miz's Intercontinental Championship.
And keep in mind, per Kurt Angle's decision, if The Miz interferes on Bo's behalf, Buzz will still get his title shot.
Why doesn't Angle just hand Buzz the Intercontinental title? I mean, he's giving him every possible advantage.
I believe the goal is to make sure it's a fair match without involvement from The Miz.
Well, after this match, you and Buzz might be Bo leaving otherwise.
Ah, what a splash.
He's going for the pin. Buzz with the easy kick out.
Might have slipped there, Cole.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Bo Dallas starting to falter now.
But now that got those shoulders on the mat. Referee barely had time to begin a count there. going for the cover.
Oh, nasty impact.
Typical Bo Dallas here. If he only knew what we all really thought of him.
Big boot.
Toss to the outside.
Man, what a gut buster.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. You gotta believe this one's over. Now back to the ring.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no. Big-time impact from way up high.
What a boot. Taken off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Bo Dallas is starting to tire a bit. I'm not sure how much more he has to give.
He's really starting to look fatigued here, guys. And when that happens, your whole body starts to give out on you. He's going to need to be careful here.
Don't write him off just yet, guys. From what I see, these guys are pretty evenly matched at this point.
Boom!
He might have it.
I'm not sure how much he has left. Oh, man, Bo Dallas is in trouble now.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it. Choke slam. Did you see the height on that one?
Oh, he got him.
Let's look at this again.
Crashing down the hard way.
This might be it.
Cover.
One.
Hooks two legs. Kicked out at 2.5.
I thought he had him.
Wait, what's Miz doing? What the heck?
Why would Miz punch Bo Dallas?
Wait a minute.
The Miz is a genius. Since he hit Bo, Buzz got disqualified and doesn't get an Intercontinental title shot.
The Miz found a way around Kurt Angle's stipulation. I guess you have to give him credit.
Yet again, The Miz finds a loophole to avoid defending the title.
I know. I'm just as frustrated as you are.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I'd like to give you your title shot anyway. But unfortunately, I just got off the phone with Triple H. And he said that since Bo Dallas technically won, you don't get to face The Miz.
Triple H can just overrule you like that?
Unfortunately, when push comes to shove, he can. And I'm not surprised that he did, given your history with him.
All right, well, if Miz and Triple H are refusing to give me an opportunity, then maybe I need to make my own.
Opportunity?
No. Title. I know a guy who can help me out.
You do whatever you think you need to do.
Hey, Cole. I need a favor. It's short notice, but you did such a good job making the titles for BCW that I wanted to see if you could make me a custom title for me to use on Monday Night Raw. Fine. I promise to call you more often, not just when I need something. All right, I'll email you some design ideas, but one thing I do know is that my title will only be defended in Thanks, man. You're the best. Yes, I still have the lucky keychain you gave me. All right, I gotta run. Thanks.
I can't believe what happened in your match. You're offering me a chance to make Miz and Maurice look like even bigger idiots?
Just so you know, I still would have beaten you tonight, even if Miz didn't accidentally hit me.
It was a total accident.
We're not brainwashed. Yeah, we have minds of our own. Stop doing that. You first. No, you first.
It must really suck to think that you have everything going your way, only to have someone who's better looking, more famous, and more talented. Triple H has spoken. Are they bringing back the Divas?
I am The Miz! And this is my lovely wife, Maurice. Say something to the audience, Maurice. That was wonderful, honey. You truly bring so much to the table and are certainly not just window dressing whose sole purpose of being in WWE is to follow me around from town to town, ironing my weird Matrix cloak dress that I wear. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. When my right foot goes in, your right foot goes out. When my right foot goes in, you shake it all about. You do the stupid Miz dance and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Because I'm The Miz, and I'm awful.
Since apparently our GM either thinks this is funny, which is impossible, or is just not paying attention to his own show, I am this close to dialing 911 to report 2 counts of aggravated character assassination.
Whoa, Miz. Sasha and I were just having a little bit of fun out here. No need to go overboard. I mean, besides, you didn't even let me get to the best part. Other than showing everybody how big of a goof you are, the whole point of tonight was to debut my new singles title. You see, since you refused to give me an Intercontinental title shot, and then Triple H backed your little scheme with loser Bo Dallas, I was forced to make a title of my own.
You created your own title? Wow. What do you think this is? WWE 2K19? This is real life. It's not pretend time. You don't get to make up your titles. In fact, this is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. And I've seen your matches on the indies.
You want to talk about pathetic? I think someone who refuses to defend their title, that's pathetic. Because even though this championship is brand new, it already holds more value than yours because I'm not going to hide behind it. I'm going to defend it against anyone at any time.
All right, champ. I have someone you can defend your made-up title against. Someone who's still waiting for payback for a broken guitar.
Like I said, anyone at any time. But you didn't give me a chance to explain that my title has some special conditions for how it must be defended.
What do you mean? Like the matches can only be held in high school gyms? Or there can't be more than 200 people in attendance?
Not exactly. My title will only be defended in no disqualification matches.
Is about to start trending. I spoke to Buzz today, and he told me no matter how much success he has, he still gets nervous to compete in front of this many people.
Introducing the challenger.
I can't believe Buzz just sprung this title match stipulation on Elias. It's completely unfair.
I actually think it's kind of nice to see Buzz pull one over on his opponents for a change.
I agree. We're so accustomed to seeing Buzz at a disadvantage. Finally tonight, he gets a match on his terms.
Oh, I thought broadcast journalists weren't supposed to be biased, but I guess I was wrong.
Ooh! The ring may not be big enough for what's about to unfold here.
Guys, a loss here for the champion would be incredibly embarrassing, especially considering all the trash talking I'm told that's been going on behind the scenes. I don't want to reveal my sources, but let's just say there's been some pretty harsh words being tossed around.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
I don't know who your sources are, Corey, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to learn that the champion has been a little cocky heading into this one.
And there's nothing wrong with that, Michael, especially considering just how dominant the champ has been of late. When you're that good, you have every right to bow your chest out a little bit.
Nailed it.
Obviously a great opportunity here for the challenger, who can't afford to make any mistakes here tonight. Not when you're in the ring with a champion as dominant as this one.
Oh, right to the gut. To follow up Byron's earlier point, the challenger has to remember just how rare championship opportunities truly are here in WWE. A loss here could result in a trip to the back of the line.
Don't worry, Cole. This isn't the challenger's first rodeo.
Elias looking to get one early.
Sharp knee. Harsh impact. Beautiful technique.
Boom, what impact.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
Oh, shows no mercy.
In that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Ooh, what impact.
Whack. Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Boom.
Oh, nasty impact.
Whack. Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Guys, in a title match like this one, on a stage as big as the one we're on now, you have to wonder how much nerve.
Slammed with authority. Nobody does it quite like him.
Let me tell you, the human body was not meant to be slammed like that.
When this guy's on, look out. Circling back to your earlier point, Corey, you have to think nerves will play a big part in this match, which I think favors the champion, especially considering how many times the champ's been in big-time matches like this.
I'd agree. The champ is used to the bright lights and bright stage. Dare I say, it's almost second nature at this point.
Here he goes. Toe slam.
Man, looked like the champ was down and out for a moment there, but not anymore.
He's got it. Let's see it once more.
Yeah, this match is all but over.
Ooh! Beautiful technique. Nailed it.
Showing off some of his speed there. Shoulders on the mat. And he got a near fall out of it.
Yeah, but he's hurt, guys.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Whack. Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Full impact.
Hump whack. Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Pinning predicament.
There's the pinfall and the victory.
A lot of action in that match. Let's have a look.
Who could forget this? Highlight for one superstar, low light for another. This was another great moment. I really enjoyed every minute of this.
Here is your winner, and still Action Champion, Shay.
A very decisive victory here tonight.
Few things are more rewarding than that feeling of keeping your